Okay, so today we're looking at another trigonometry video. Today is bearings, and we're going to be looking at questions that require us to convert between compass and true bearings. Okay, so this first question says, convert the following compass bearings to true bearings. Now, compass bearings have something in particular. They're set out in a particular way. So they start with a south or a north direction. They have then they have an angle, and then they end with either an east or west direction. Okay, so these ones both end with a west direction. So let's have a look over here. Our first question is south 25 degrees west. So let's write that down in the top corner. South 25 degrees west. Okay, so because it says south, we're going to start down here at south, okay? And because it says the next direction is west, we're going to be traveling around in this direction towards the west. Now the angle tells us how far around we're going to travel. So because we're traveling 25 degrees, it means that we are traveling 25 degrees towards the west. So this angle in here is going to be 25 degrees. Now, if we need to convert this to a true bearings are always taken from north, okay? And they go in a clockwise direction. So, we start at north. We'll get a different colour. We'll start at north, and we've got to go around until we hit our line that we've drawn our bearing on. Okay, so in this case we've gone 180 degrees down here to south, and then we've gone 25 degrees past that. So to work out our true bearing, we've gone 180 degrees plus 25 degrees. So it'll give us a true bearing of 205 degrees true. Okay, so if we come back here, we can write next to our answer 205 degrees true. Alright, our next bearing is north 50 degrees west. So let's go and have a look at this one. We'll write our question up in the top corner. We've got, we've got north 50 degrees west. Okay, so this time we're starting in the north half. Okay, and once again we're going towards the west. So we're going to be heading around this direction. Now, once again, we are going from the north in an angle of 50 degrees. So this angle in here. We start at north and we've gone 50 degrees around towards the west. Now, once again, true bearings, that's what we want to convert this to. It starts at north. So we start at north and we go clockwise around until we hit our bearing line. So our true bearing, we're going to start from here. We travel around until we hit our line. So this time we have to do something a little bit extra. We've got to 270 over here. So we know that our bearing is going to be 270 degrees plus something. We have to work out what we need to plus on. Okay, so we know that the angle between north and west is 90 degrees. So what is this angle in here going to be? It's going to be 90 minus 50, which is 40 degrees. So we have to add on that 40 degree angle to find our true bearing. So this is going to be 310 degrees true. So we'll go back to our original question. It's going to be 310 degrees true. Okay, so this question here asked us to do the opposite. We're given a true bearing and we need to convert it to a compass bearing. So the first one's 110 degrees true. We'll write that up in this top corner again. 110 degrees true. So we know what we're doing. Now 110 degrees is going to fall somewhere in this quadrant down here between 90 and 180. So we can just draw our line straight up. Okay, let's draw our bearing. It's going to fall in here somewhere. It doesn't have to be accurate. We're just going to draw that bearing. Now, how far past 90 is 110 degrees. So this out here is, this out here is 110 degrees. So that means that in here from 90 to 110, we've got 20 degrees, which means that in this half, to make this here equal to 90, this has got to be 70 degrees. Now, the important thing is, this line falls in the bottom half of our compass. So we have to automatically start from south. We're going to start from south because south is the bottom half of the compass. Now, what way are we heading? What half are we going to be heading in this question? We're heading towards the east. Okay, our bearing's heading towards the east. So straight away we can write down, okay, it's going to be some sort of southeast. Now, we always take it from the south. So some people would get confused and they'd write south 20 degrees east because that's the angle, that's this angle in here. But we need to make sure that we're always taking these bearings from either north or south. So it's south and 70 degrees towards the east. So that's going to be our answer. South 70 degrees east. Okay, our last question is 225 degrees true. So we'll write that one up in the top corner. We've got 225 degrees true. This time we know that 225 is going to fall somewhere over here between 270 and 180. So let's once again, we'll draw our little bearing out. Doesn't matter where we draw it, we just know it's 225 degrees. So that makes this angle in here, 225 degrees minus 180 degrees is going to give us 45 degrees. And because this is 90, we know up here that this is going to be 45 degrees as well. So we're starting in the south. Once again, this bearing's in the bottom half of the grid. So we're going to start in the south. But this time our bearing is heading towards the west. Okay, so we're going to have a southwesterly bearing. Now, how far towards the south? This one's an easy one. We can't get it wrong either way because they're both 45. But we would take it from this angle here because we're starting at the south and we're going towards the west. So it would be 45 degrees. So the answer for this question here would be south 45 degrees west. I hope this video helped. Once again, stay tuned for more videos.